Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another Gods of Olympus vlog video. Here, wanted to try and catch some high-level play and some of the high-level attackers in my alliance, the Dream Team. Currently number one alliance out there. Definitely have a great, solid group of guys that know what they're doing out there. So let me see if we can get some of their attacks lined up here. Alright, get a assist Stone here. He's in the top 10, I believe, ranked or level 79. Let's see what kind of strategy he's pulling off here. He's attacking King and drops all of his god in the southern part of the base here. He's going to probably go in for the Apollo Temple real quick. He pops Hawkstorm. Let's see what else has he got. Slow Time. He's got Enrage on Ares here. Now he's going to go in, take out the Ares temple since it's right there on the edge. He's going to pull out and probably start going around the perimeter here. Oh, look at that. I'm just watching instead of assisting here. Let me wake up. So he's definitely, I think he's at 6,245 cups right now. And I think I think his offense and defense rating are about even. I want to say, in as far as his rating goes. His offense might be a little bit higher. Okay, he dropped in Afro to Charm. Now he's going to make another push for the Athena Temple up here. He's got Zeus kind of tanking the damage right now. And get some pressure off of him. He does have one more god in waiting that he can use to... Oh, well, I don't know if he just quit that one. I thought he had one more god standby, but we did have 1.5 temples to get down to as well. Alright, let's see. I'm going to try to get Lee to attack, and I'll show you Lee here in the alliance at level 66 at 5,600 trophies. I've literally never seen her lose a battle. She's got to be the best female Gods of Olympus player out there, unless there's any other in the top 10 that I don't know, that are female. She's got 3,000 offensive trophies, 2,500 defensive trophies. And like I said, I've never literally seen her lose an attack. She controls her gods very well, executes her strategy, which is pretty much the slow roll, like perfectly. So she's got Athena tanking all the damage right now. She's controlling the edge. She's got slow time in there. She's charming troops. Gonna go in and take out the Afro monument here because that definitely affects her charm ability. I know she likes to control the battle with charming troops and kind of build up an army and then strategically take out key targets. This is actually a tough base too. You can see Lorenzo is 5,700 cups, so a little bit higher cup. So this is at least probably a normal for Lee, if not, yeah, probably at least a normal if it isn't a revenge. And Lee only has 6 of 6 gods. I think she just recently added Hades. She did, for a long time just have five gods, and she was already climbing well above 5K with just five gods. So, I think there's a lot to be said about juicing up your existing gods as opposed to adding new gods. I did uh, purchase Hades myself, but in some ways I regret it. I think it might have been a little bit more beneficial for me to juice up my existing gods than to add another one. It's kind of like you got, because you can only have five on the battlefield at one time. So if you could have them all on the battlefield, there'd probably be a greater advantage to having all seven gods. But since you're limited to five anyways, and usually when you start losing, a god, or well, definitely more than one god, then the battle is not in a good position anyways. And adding those gods in at that time, unless you plan to have them come in like Afro with her awe and take out one tempo solo, it's not usually a good good situation to be in. So your starting five is definitely, what you do 90% of the damage with. So as you can see, I mean, she just literally manhandles this base. We do have five assisters helping her, so I mean, obviously that definitely makes it a lot easier. But I've seen her take on, top top 20 bases, pretty much solo. So once again, it's like the slow roll technique, which is, build troops, control troops, and then slowly kind of work through the base. You can see Afro, of course, does a majority of the damage with her charm. Artemis, her spread shot, I think her spread shot is leveled up pretty well. And then all of the gods down from there are actually pretty well balanced. I'm going to go ahead and assist Lee again. Like I said, I wanted to show you. I gotta say, I think Lee, she's probably got to be literally, like, I'm gonna say top three attackers in the game. I mean, I know if she had max level abilities, she'd be, or whatever, equal to the current top three's level abilities, that she would be up there. Because like I said, her execution is great. She usually doesn't let her gods get in danger, or in danger for very long. Here she's taking on evergreen allies. This is a tough base. You can see the rows stacked DPS with the Artemis houses and the Ares houses, so they're nuking as well as all of the ballistas. So it's definitely important, not to let the gods get too much attention in a base like this, because they're gonna drop pretty quick if they start taking that heavy fire focus. And that key target, it was the Athena. Let's see if pulls out or actually tries to finish off the Artemis. Here, I think she might be around in the corner. I don't know if she's going to go all the way to the top, or if she's going to work the side in. That way she's only exposing herself to half of the defenses. Instead of taking them up the middle, you'd be, surrounded on two sides. So, yeah, very well done as usual here. Charming key towers along the way to not only do they take out the neighboring towers, but then they take the fire off of the gods as well. So now she can ignore all those other defenses over there. You notice that she's using her charm obviously for buildings and so forth when there's no pressure from hoplites on her. If there were a lot of hoplites around her, she'd probably be charming them as opposed to charming these buildings. But once again, look at the gods. She's got 4 out of 6. I think she lost one. I'm not sure, maybe two, but let's see. Did she? Yeah, she lost two gods, but that was pretty, obviously excellent execution there on her part. And I'll conclude this quick video with checking out her gods, so you can kind of see and talk about what she focuses on as far as stats go. I'm gonna let her know that I'm posting her. Alright, whoops. What am I doing here? Okay, gonna go check out Lee, her gods, real quick so you can see what she's got. So Zeus is pretty much, he's well rounded as far as level depth. Chain lightning, is very limited in use, but the lightning storm for sure is great. And then of course health and strength. He's one of your leading melee damage characters. Afro has her health and strength, and then her charm units, of course, is 53, which is that is a very high level of charm. So definitely her main focus on that. She also has a pretty high charm building. It's higher than I've seen. I think I don't know. It probably doesn't need to necessarily be that high, but it's you could use a point somewhere else. The next one, of course, Apollo's main ability for most situations is Sunstrike, so you can see that that's 40, and then Healing Light, of course, is always a great ability to pop when your gods are low. Gives them a second life, basically. Next is Athena, and Summon Hoplites is up to 43, so that definitely works with the slow roll tactic when you're building up a lot of troops just to kind of roll through the base. And obviously, the more hoplites you have, the less chances that the defense will be targeted on you. And Inspiration, of course, that's her her single cooldown that she can pop, and that's great for getting through key targets like Athena Temple, Apollo Temple. And next we have Artemis, where she has a pretty high strength, and the reason her strength's so high is because of her spread shot, and her long shot's also pretty highly upgraded. And then finally Hades. So he hasn't she hasn't unlocked Cerberus for Hades yet, but his reanimate's pretty high, and I'm actually, to be honest, a little disappointed with the reanimate. I was hoping it would get a little bit more. I don't know. Even when you kill it, use it in conjunction with troop kills, it doesn't really seem to spawn that many skellies. But those are her gods, and that was one of her attacks. Definitely, hopefully, you guys got a few ideas out of watching her attack right now. And post any questions, I can relay them to her, or answer them for you in the comments below. All right, I'll make this a semi-short video here, 12 minutes. Thanks for checking in. Um, uh, in my Gods of Olympus vlog here, I'll be catching you guys probably later this weekend, and I'll put some more videos up there, some other key attackers and defenders in our alliance. All right, keep leveling up. We'll see you around.